Hey guys, Justin here, and I want to show you guys this lens. It's a prime lens, and first, it's only $80, and second, it's the prime lens that I use to shoot every single one of my videos. Now this is the Nikon E series 28mm prime lens, and they go for around $75 on eBay, but this one is one that I actually found in my garage. But for $80, this lens is one of the cheapest and best ways to go if you're looking for a new lens, and for a prime lens and $80, let me tell you why. So around the lens, like most vintage lenses, the Nikon E 28mm is built out of a metal casing all around, and it feels pretty robust and much better than most lenses that you'll find nowadays, and especially the cheaper ones that aren't as expensive. That's exactly why I love using these vintage lenses, and this lens in particular. In fact, everything from the focus ring to the attachment mount is built like a tank, and with how smooth this lens's focus ring is, focus pulling shots are a breeze in any videos. Also, with being an older lens, this Nikon 28mm comes with its manual aperture control, just like many of these cine lenses nowadays, which is something that I'm also in love with, as in my opinion, it's so much easier adjusting the aperture than through in the camera itself. For only $80, you're getting incredible build quality out of this lens, and that's one of the best selling points of vintage lenses in general. Alright, so with this being a vintage lens, you still get a pretty shallow f2.8 aperture at a close 28mm focal distance, letting in quite a bit of light, and also allowing for those super blurred out background or foreground shots. Even with this lens being a much older one, video shots and photos are still as sharp as ever, and there really isn't that much softening to be found along the edges of objects in photos or videos. Image-wise, the Nikon E 28mm tends to produce a more of a warmer tone in photos and videos, which is definitely something I like. Of course, that all comes down to your preference. Also, bokeh with this lens as well is quite interesting actually. You get a barreling effect with the blurred out spots, and I think that's something that looks really nice and makes for a really interesting shot. Plus, with a tad of vignetting, this lens offers more of a unique but still beautiful result with its photos and videos. Okay, so funny enough, this lens is a Nikon lens and it's meant to be mounted on Nikon camera bodies. But for me running a Canon T5, I just went ahead to Amazon and picked up this lens mount adapter so I can actually use it on my own Canon body. And if you're interested, I'll drop a link down below to this ring adapter I use. It's all metal and it works really well. But getting back on track, if you decide to pick up this lens, you'll have to shoot photos and videos in full manual focus, making this a great lens for shooting product photography and A-roll, but also a living hell for running gun shooting on the go. I mean, with my experience with shooting, I've had no problems whatsoever video-wise, and shooting in all manual focus is no problem for me as well, and that's at least for the kinds of photos and videos that I'm shooting. In addition, this Nikon E 28mm is also able to nab those super close shots, having quite a short minimum focusing distance, also making this a great lens for some close-ups and product shots as well. I mean, for me, shooting photos and videos, like shooting any of my YouTube videos, is perfectly fine with this lens. I've enjoyed my time shooting with it, and it's also great to help you to learn how to use more of a manual control settings, especially with its manual focus and manual aperture. But bottom line, the Nikon E series 28mm vintage lens is honestly one of the best lenses out there for all of you guys taking videos or photos on a budget, and for $80 you really can't complain. With the all metal build, a shallow f2.8 aperture, and all of the sharp photos and videos that you can take using this lens, you're definitely saving a lot of money as opposed to going for a newer and more expensive lens. Anyways guys, that'll do it for this video, and hopefully this helped with any lens upgrade decision making. Of course the decision is up to you as it comes down to personal preference, but this Nikon E 28mm is just one of my favorites as it's a really cheap lens, and while it's older, it's still great quality and it performs really well, especially for everything that I do, such as making videos. But other than that guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Of course if you enjoyed, leave a thumbs up, and if you hated this video, then leave a thumbs down. Hashtags again, this time comment down below, hashtag watery water if you made it to this part of the video. But other than that guys, thank you so much for watching. Subscribe so you don't miss any other videos, and also let me know down below if you want to see more of these photography or photo, video, tech kind of videos. But other than that guys, thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys next time.